Hey guys, it's Health Coach Karen here, and today I thought I'd talk about physicality when it comes to the habits that regard your physicality. And this is the third video in a three-part series regarding habits that have to do with your mind, your emotions, and your physicality. So check out the other two videos that I had previously done when it comes to habits that regard your emotions and habits that regard your mind and your thoughts, so that you can get the type of health and body that you want. So here are my 4 tips that have to do with physicality. So here we go. So first and foremost, make joy your priority when it comes to eating and when it comes to how you move and exercise. When you make joy your priority, it makes everything smoother, easier, more effortless. You're more motivated, and you just have more fun. And when you have fun and you're inspired and you have more joy, it just makes everything so much more easy. It really just makes everything easy, and you get your results quicker and in such a more effortless way. And so that leads me to tip number 1, is to eat with joy. And I'm not saying to eat with like chocolate all day and eating like fried foods all day, but really ask your body what it really needs, and because that's actually what you really want is nutrients. But oftentimes we're so stressed that the relief is like sugar, which is, it sucks actually, is that when you're in such a stressed out mode that really what you think that you want is like chocolate and fried foods, but really what you want is nutrients. So to sort of address that is to find a way to find your favorite natural foods and incorporate that at least once every day, or at least find your 3 top favorite natural foods and incorporate that throughout the week, at least one of them per day. So ask yourself, what is your favorite vegetable? And just incorporate that in one meal. It's seemingly easy, but people don't do it. So make that sort of like a guideline for yourself. Ask yourself, what is your favorite vegetable or your favorite fruit, and have that at least once per day. And even ask yourself, like, what is your favorite way that it is cooked? Because you might like apples, but you might not like them raw. So maybe find a way to like saute them and add them to like oatmeal or something like that. And also ask yourself what's your favorite way of having it prepared? Maybe you like things sliced as opposed to like whole. And what is your favorite way of seeing it presented? Seeing something visually beautifully put on a plate is going to stimulate this sense in you, this joy, really. It's going to elicit the joy within you if you see something beautifully plated, as opposed to like slopped on in such a way that it doesn't look very presentable, and therefore doesn't look appetizing, and it doesn't spark as much joy within you. So really focus on the joy when it comes to eating, and eat slower and take note of the flavors, because when you savor your food, 1, you enjoy it more, and 2, you're actually able to digest it better when you savor your food. So and better digestion leads to better absorption, and better absorption leads to more nutrition with nutrition brought onto your body. And then it's such a slight change, but it increases your ability to become healthier quicker. So take note of that. Tip number 2 is to move with joy. So not necessarily exercise, and I think I've touched on this in a video in the past. I think that was like my introduction video, but basically when you move with joy, take note of a time in your life where you were moving with joy, and maybe it was like on a dance floor, or maybe it was like by yourself on like running on the beach or something. Basically take note of the environment where you had once felt joy when it came to movement. Ask yourself, were you with people or were you by yourself? Was it outside or inside? Was there music? Was there noise? Was it completely silent? When you ask yourself these things, you can hone in on what kind of environment that you prefer. When you take note of your preferences, you're able to cater them to yourself. So take note of when you felt joy once before when you were moving, and replicate that as much as you can on a regular basis, so that you can replicate that joy again. And when you have more joy in your movement, it's much more effortless to do the entire routine. It could just be walking even, or walking with your favorite music. And again, like when you have joy, everything becomes effortless. And when it's effortless, I think that's just something people really want in their lives, is not to work super hard at it. Because oftentimes people think that you have to work really hard and you have to be like arduous about it when it comes to getting the kind of body that you want to transform into. But really, if you make it fun and you make it effortless and you focus on joy, you can get faster results in a seemingly easy way. And you just got to get over that notion, that this disempowering belief that you have to work hard to get the results that you want. It could be easy, So take note of that and make joy your priority when it comes to eating and exercise. And you'll see quick results in a much more fun and effortless way. So third tip is to incorporate this attitude of play into everything that you do. Run around like a kid, pretend that you're a kid, skip around, like pretend that you're 5, and just like be imaginative. Like, it's so hard to play as a grown-up, like when we were kids, it was so easy to just play and have fun, like just playing pretend. And then somewhere along the way, we got like really serious and had to like make everything serious about, especially when it comes to like achieving the health and body that you want. People think that you have to work for it, but when you play for it, it's, again, this is sort of like a touch on incorporating joy into your life, but play, this attitude of play brings you into this state of mind, which is called flow, or rather a flow state. And when you're in a flow state, I wish I did a little bit more research on flow states, but I'll find some sort of reference and link it below. But basically a flow state is when you feel like time just goes by so quickly and you find yourself saying, oh no, my notes fell down. Oh. Alright, here we go. Try to balance them more. But basically flow, I don't want them to fall again. So basically flow is, or rather a flow state is when time flows by and you find yourself saying, whoa, where did the time go? Like time flies when you're having fun. Time flies when you're doing from one thing to another. And it's sort of like a trance sort of feeling, but in a good way, not in a hypnotized like sleep kind of way. And again, flow just makes everything easier, so much more effortless, and you end up seeing results quicker than you would if you were to work really hard at your health and fitness goals. So tip number 4 is to posture yourself. Really take note of your posture, and this is something kind of, I don't want to say difficult, but it's something that's overlooked really often. And when you bring yourself spine up straight and your shoulders are back and your shoulders are down and your head is up, you feel more confident. Just like having a posture that is straight makes you more confident and allows you to have more fun, I guess. I'm not really sure how to put this into words, but when you feel more confident, I believe that you gain energy just by changing your posture. So give it a try, see if you gain energy, because I believe if you think that you're getting energy just by sitting in a straight posture, then you will gain energy, and when you have energy, you're able to do these other things that require energy, like exercising and making these like healthy, positive choices for when it comes to food. So really sit up straight and make sure that your posture is powerful. There is actually a TED Talk that I will link below when it comes to power posing, and it's so interesting that just your posture changes the way you feel about your body. And even try it right now, like slump down, put your shoulders up, put your head down. Being in this wilted posture is disempowering, and it doesn't feel as good as sitting up straight, shoulders back, chest up, chin up, slightly up. It's such a subtle thing, but it makes a difference. And little tiny differences lead to big transformation. So I think that's it for me. I hope these tips are really helpful for you. I know they're just 4 tips, but you can extrapolate on all of them. You can brainstorm in all the ways of how you can attain joy when it comes to eating, how you can attain joy when it comes to movement and exercise, how to be more playful in general, and how to just, have good posture, or, you could just be standing in line at the bank and, increase your posture, and you end up gaining more energy for that. So yeah, I think that's it. If you are a self-aware perfectionist like myself and feel encouraged by these videos, but would like more support, more inspiration, more motivation, I might be the coach for you. So I'll leave my information below. Contact me through either my website, Karensagun.com, if you want to learn more about me, or you can just email me at karensagun@gmail.com. And you could also just check out all my videos. I believe that I have some tips that not many other people deliver. And I'm really just doing my best to deliver as much good content out there as possible. And another tip for you, bonus tip, is take these tips as if your life depends on them. Don't just listen to them and be like, yeah, that sounds nice, and then allow yourself to forget about it. Let it stay in your mind and, take action right away. Do something about them. Something that I've learned for myself is that there's such good content out there, but because it's free, it's easily overlooked and let go. So allow yourself to really take action, and if something resonates with you, do something about it, because that's your body telling you something about something that you need. If something feels right for you intuitively, and maybe I'll do a video about intuition, because intuition is so overlooked as well. But yeah, I think this video is getting a little bit long, so I'll end it right there. If you are a self-aware perfectionist, get at me, and I'll help you, achieve the health and body that you want. Thanks again, guys, and have a great day. Bye.